If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Alright, so I hope that this video doesn't get taken down because what we're going to talk about today is somewhat of a touchy subject within the Drake community. A lot of stuff, including videos, posts on Instagram, Reddit posts, have been removed for showing what I'm about to show y'all today. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what we might know about Drake's Certified Lover Boy cover art, and I'm going to explain the whole situation and give my thoughts on it. So let's jump straight into it. So of course, Certified Lover Boy is still in the rollout process, and Drake has been teasing it these last couple of days. I made a video about that post that LeBron did, that Drake again, reposted. Drake was also seen posting, stories of him still recording some stuff for this new album, or presumably for this new album. And his fans have been waiting for this for over a year now, me included. I've made videos on this for such a long time now. Y'all probably know that if you've been following the channel. Anyway, so of course we are craving for some sort of update, some announcements, some track lists, some cover art, and that last part, the cover art, is what we're going to talk about today. Obviously, we've had that kind of placeholder cover art where people also got that August 6th release date theory from, with the CLB letters with like the little rose and stuff like that, which I never thought was going to be the final cover art anyway, but apparently a lot of people did. But that's probably not going to be it. If it is, then that will be a little bit disappointing. It just seems a little bit lazy. But what we do have is a new cover art that has been going around that people are talking about. Also on the Discord, y'all posted it on there, and I really appreciate that because that is the only source that I could get it from still, because there's been a lot of mysterious, weird stuff happening surrounding this cover art or this image. Whenever anyone posted it on Instagram, the post immediately got taken down. Whenever someone mentioned it on Reddit or attached the file, the post immediately got taken down. And the same also happened with a lot of videos that reported on this. And when you Google for Drake CLB cover art, this image never pops up. So obviously someone is like behind this, removing those posts or asking for those posts to be removed, because this is just all very weird. No image has ever gotten taken down like that. But this is it. This is the cover that we know so far to be the only thing that we can hold on to as the CLB cover. On there, we can see Drake and a girl who's hugging him. Drake is wearing like this puffer jacket. We can see the logo, Certified Lover Boy, at the bottom of it in that same cursive font that we already knew this whole thing was going to be like. The weird thing is that in the image that I have, the cover is a darker gray than the background, so I'm not sure if like the middle square is the cover or if the whole thing is the cover and is some type of Kanye Yeezus stuff where the cover is just a picture of like a CD, or like in this case like a vinyl. I'm not sure about that. That might still be the case that it gets changed, but that is what we know so far. And this is looking like it could be a professional cover art. Maybe this is one of the ones that they tried and they wanted to use, because the fact that it's getting taken down like that either is because it is the official cover art and they are trying as hard as possible to remove it from anywhere and from people posting it, sharing it whatsoever, because they still want it to be somewhat of a surprise. And the interesting thing is nobody really got word of this outside of like the Drizzy subreddit or like niche YouTube videos or Instagram posts. Like nobody was actually talking about this image on like a big scale. So that's why it's so interesting, and I think it's so interesting to make a video on this. Now, the other option, if it's not the official cover art, is that maybe this isn't the official cover art and they're trying to do everything they can to make sure that people don't, see it as such or start rumors that might not be true. But honestly, then they would have to do that for a lot of images that are going around, including that other CLB logo that we've had so far with the roses and the cursive CLB letters. So that just doesn't really make sense to me, because there's a lot of like fan-made covers going around and stuff like that they have to be very careful with all of that. So this is very suspicious that they're removing it. That points towards the fact that this is in fact the official cover. Another thing though that a lot of people are using against this theory, which I also see as a problem with this theory, is that Drake is not rocking his heart-shaped haircut in this one. Y'all know that Drake has been rocking that stuff for over a year now, that like heart shape he has shaved into his head. Like that is his go-to style. You know, he needs to like at least get that cleaned up every week. I'm just saying, my man is paying a lot of money to his barber. But anyway, he's not rocking that style in this picture, and that haircut has really been like one of the most identifying parts of Drake's public appearance over the past year, and also in, you know, just the rollout of this album, because that has always been like, you know, Drake's Certified Lover Boy. He's now got a hard cut into his head. Like that was all like clicking. And I think if Drake is someone who's like concerned about consistency in his music, so for him to not rock the haircut on the cover of his new album, I think it would be kind of weird. Now, Drake was never really someone who cared about album covers that much. A lot of the times it's just his face or like his upper body. I think Views was like the only album that he really cared about, like, oh, what am I going to put on this cover? On Views, it was obviously the reference to Toronto and him being like the king of Toronto, the sixth god. But other than that, Drake was never really someone who was like really into the art of cover arts. Someone like Kanye, for example, is big on that. And other artists as well, but Drake was never really one of those artists. So, you know, maybe this is the cover art and he doesn't really care about it that much to be that artistic. It's rather just him, you know, displaying kind of like the stuff he's going to talk about on this record, the Certified Lover Boy. Gonna get some love stories, some relationship stories. Y'all know the vibes that Drake has been on for his whole career. But one thing that's really against this is the haircut thing, that I think a lot of people are really thrown off by, because that would just not make a lot of sense for him to, you know, sacrifice one of the most identifying parts of the record on this new cover. So that's kind of the theory that we have so far. I hope this video doesn't get taken down. If you're still watching this while it's up, you can, you know, be happy and you're lucky that it didn't get taken down. But I felt like this was something that I had to share with y'all, because that's one of the most important things that we've been seeing in the development of Certified Lover Boy over the past couple of weeks. Other than that, not really much going on that I could report on for Certified Lover Boy, except that he's been teasing it now a couple of days ago, but I already made a video about that, so you can go check that out if you haven't yet. That's my take on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited for Certified Lover Boy? What do you think of this new cover? Aside from the fact that it might not actually be the official cover, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's weird that there's some random girl on the cover? Like, that would throw me a little bit off. Like, who is this? Who is this? Like, who is she that she's important enough to be on the cover of CLB? But anyway, do y'all think this is actually the cover? What do you think about the haircut theory? Let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.